Congress at McCotter's office.
Is Chris Gravel available?
May I ask who's speaking?
Eric Shelley.
One moment.
Thank you.
This is Chris.
Hello, Chris. This is Eric Shelley.
Hi, how you doing?
Doing good. Just checking back in to see if you got the next 100 signatures on that petition?
An additional 100?
Yes.
No, I hadn't yet. I can check. You dropped them off the district?
Yeah, I went to the Milford office, talked to Sean, who got the first 100, and he said that he'd fax over the next 100.
Okay, I'll speak with him. Our fax is going to a computer system here, so I don't know if we printed all of them first day.
Okay. I don't suppose this is having any effect on the congressman yet?
Not particularly, no.
No, okay. So I'll probably be back in next week with the next 100. I've already got to start on those.
Sure.
My other question was about my conversation with Mr. Newsis.
Yes.
Yes. It took a month, but I finally did get a letter in response to those questions.
Okay.
It was a 4-page response, but nowhere in it does it mention anything about impeachment.
The impeachment letter is still coming. That, I believe, was a response to your FISA inquiry.
Ah, okay. Well, any idea when I might expect a response then?
I don't know. Mr. Newsis will not be in until Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
He is out at a camp with his kids.
Okay.
So.
Well, geez, we're kind of, well, I'm kind of at an impasse now. I've called, I've written, visited the offices, I've circulated a petition. I really don't know what more I can do.
I'm not sure what more you'd like us to do for you. I mean, we're more than happy to help. But as I've told you, the congressman's position on this is fairly fixed.
Well, I understand it's fixed.
You know, do what he could to allow the Kucinich articles of impeachment to go to a vote.
Mm-hmm. Well, I understand they're fixed. I'm just trying to find a rationale behind this. I'd like him to explain it to me, and I'd also really like him to explain it publicly.
Well, I think the first and foremost rationale is that he disagrees with the assertions in the articles of impeachment.
That the president didn't commit these crimes, or that he had a reason to do so?
That the things that are asserted hold too tenuous a factual connection to the allegation made.
Okay.
In every allegation, it's the president or his agents. It never, first of all, accuses the president directly. It all says that his subordinates, and secondly, that anything that was done was in violation of the president's powers or done in bad faith.
Okay, so it still has to go back to questions of executive power. Is there some oversight in the executive branch?
There's absolutely oversight of the executive branch, but I mean, as far as the congressman's concerned, executive power, I mean, the president does the best he can with what he can, and that as long as he doesn't deal in bad faith, that there's no impeachment necessary.
Bad faith. I guess that's what's holding me up then. What do you mean by bad faith?
Well, the Kucinich articles of impeachment assert an active lie on his part.
Well,
that's where we disagree.
Well, that was one of the accusations.
Well, okay, but the accusations against the president seem to hinge on this lie factor. As far as the other actions taken by his subordinates, that's not an impeachable offense against the president of the United States. He didn't take those actions. The Constitution is clear on that.
Okay, but then his subordinates would have.
And his subordinates should be investigated and perhaps fired for their actions.
Right, perhaps, but if they are hiding behind executive privilege and refusing contempt of Congress citations, then how could we do that?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I guess what I just like to tell you before we end this conversation then is that I'm going to be exerting as much force as I can to get the congressman to hear my side of the point and come out and state his publicly. And so in so doing, I'm going to be throwing my hat into the ring and running for his congressional seat this November. So today I'm proud to announce my candidacy for the race to represent the good people of Michigan's 11th district in Washington, D.C. But if I'm actually elected to Congress, it will be a sad day for our nation's democracy. This may sound counterintuitive, and it should, and it's my style, so please let me explain. There's an axiom that those with political power do not give it away willingly. It must be demonstrated to them that if they do not share it, it will be taken from them. This summer, we will test this principle. You see, I will be running as a referendum candidate. My one issue, the impeachment of the president. My one campaign promise to drop out of the race if McCotter rejects his party's edict and defends the Constitution as he's sworn to do. If he co-sponsors the Kucinich bill or finds something the president has done so distasteful that he can sponsor his own legislation and then follows through with a vote to send the motion on to the Senate, then I will go away and he can go back to discussing the kitchen table issues that he is so comfortable with. However, if he refuses, we will spend this summer discussing the importance of the Constitution, and I will spend my time explaining to his constituents why his weak grasp of these concepts has disgraced our nation, destroyed our way of life, and dishonored those who have fought and died for the flag he so callously salutes.
Okay, and that's fine. As far as further things, if there's other ways that we can help you legislatively, we'd be more than happy to help you here. If it's going to become a campaign issue, I'm actually barred from further talking with you about that here because of House ethics rules.
I see.
We're a legislative office, not a campaign office.
Okay.
And you can speak further with people at our campaign office, which the number is 248-935-4012.
Okay. And
okay. But anything else legislatively that I can help you, like as far as the articles of impeachment and, putting those forth and anything that can be done to move it through committee or, or things of that nature, of course we can help you. I mean, you are our constituent and
still,
we're, committed to representing you to the best of our ability.
I see. And the campaign office, you say there's a obviously there's a distinction between the campaign and the legislative functions of your office.
Absolutely.
Where is that line drawn?
Where what?
Where is that line drawn?
As far as the campaign issue?
Right. What distinguishes campaign issues between legislative issues then?
Well, I mean, you're talking now about things that aren't in front of the legislature. And
right.
So if it's not in front of the legislature and it's merely that you disagree with us on an issue standpoint, I'm just telling you that it's starting to touch up against that line. I mean, there is no clear line. It's, we can't engage in campaign activities from the office.
Fair enough. Okay.
So, but like I said, anything else legislatively, I'm more than happy to keep up a dialogue with you and do what we can. I think, though, that I agree with you that we seem to have kind of come to an impasse. Right.
Okay, well, I guess you do what you have to do, and I'll do what I have to do, and I'll be talking to you again soon. Hopefully we can get that letter from Mr. Newsis.
Okay, excellent, sir.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Shannon 202, Shannon 202.
Well, there you have it. The hat is in the ring.